Right. So we started the logic gates, the fourth lesson from this point, and we get to know about the basic gates that we have, right? So with those, we get to know like there are three types of basic gates, which is not, and or. So as well as we get to know about the truth tables of the particular gates, right? And we get to know that the NOT gate is doing the inversion, Boolean inversion, and AND gate is doing Boolean multiplication, and OR gate is doing Boolean addition, right? So later, we talked about the combinational gates, which creates AND gate plus a NOT gate, which will create a NAND gate, as well as OR gate plus a NOT gate in front of it, which will create NOR gates, right? So NAND and NOR are considered to be the combinational gates that you can find, right? And since we know about how these things, or like how the gates are working, so today we are going to learn how to take an output from a particular circuit, as well as how to create a circuit when we are given a particular expression to be done, right? So first of all, I'll show you how to take an output from a particular circuit, and we can do some exercises regarding it, right? Okay, so this is very easy, right? So let me have the heading like this. Determining output from a given circuit. Right, so that's going to be your heading, right? So here comes a small circuit. Right, so let's take it like this. We are having A as an input, B as an input. We take it through an AND gate, and we have C as an input, which has NOT gate over here, and over here we have an OR gate, which gives us the output, which we can name it as F, right? So to determine the output of this circuit, it's very easy. You have to find, or you have to follow the signal that particular gate is receiving, and then you have to remember what kind of an operation that these gates are doing, right? So when you are given A as an input, so you can find A over here. When you have given B as an input, you can find B over here. So since this is a AND gate does what? It will multiply the things, right? So output is going to be A dot B, right? And it's better you have brackets when you are having some particular operation or some particular output from a gate. So for this circuit, this is going to be for that OR gate, this is going to be one of its input, which is A dot B. And the next input comes like this. You are inputting C over here. It goes through the NOT gate. So the output is going to be C bar. And since C bar is receiving or like outputting from the NOT gate, this is
Sir,
also
why
going.
is it, excuse me, sir, why is it like a bar?
Yeah, it's the operation reason.
Sir,
Last
operation.
week we talk about like the operation of the NOT gate. So when NOT gate has something, it puts a bar above it or a particular dash. You can say it is as C bar or as C dash, right? That's the NOT gate is up to, right? Then since this is an OR gate is going to do what? The Boolean addition, right? So Boolean addition is going to give you A dot B from one end, C bar from the other end to this OR gate. So the F can be equals A dot B plus C bar. Or else you can say C bar plus A dot B. People, are we clear?
Yes.
Clear.
Right, great. So you can copy the example, then we'll have some circuits and try to take the output. So let me know when you are done. Yes, Uda, you must have the previous class knowledge to carry on this session, Uda. So, yeah, it's better you go through that. Otherwise, it will be a little bit harder for you to understand. Yeah, so you watch it and you go through the recording again, right? So we are discussing some new things over here, right? So you can do it like that.
Done, sir.
Okay, one is done. How about others?
Sir, I'm still doing, sir.
Okay, okay. Let me know when you're done.
Sir, excuse me, sir, is that the F sign?
Resolve, come again.
Sir, is that the F sign? F equals, oh, what, sir?
You mean the exam for the first and the second lessons?
No, sir. What I asked, sir, what is that, sir? F, that here, F equals A brackets by A multiplied by B plus C dash. That one.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, sir.
right, okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Dilendya, you can draw it from the pencil or from the pen when you are answering the exam paper. It's better you draw it from the pencil first if you got any mistakes, so you can correct those things. So with the final one, you better go with the pen. But with the time, you will be confident enough to write these things from the pen. So then you can go with the pen. Don't worry, right? And still, you can draw things from the pencil as well, even in your examination. But be sure to draw those things properly and like more importantly as a visible one. කියන්නේ ලාවට අඳින්න එපා. Right? පැන්සලෙන් කරනකොට හොඳ හදට ලියවෙන පැන්සලකින් එමනම් අඳින්න. Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. So we are going to do some questions regarding this. So let me give you the questions. So here goes the question and the example. I'm sorry, question and the circuits. You can start drawing with me. I'll give you several different circuits so you can draw it and you can take the outputs, right? So you have to write the outputs according to the input values. Now, here in the second one, you have the inputs as X, Y, and Z, right? Okay, first of all, you go with these three. Later, I'll give you two more. Yes, Dilendra. Yes, that is correct. And Udan, yeah, I think what you are saying is correct, Udan. Right? So you can see the things when I'm doing the things, whether you got it correct or wrong. Right? Let's see. Thank you. तुम्हारा All right, people, let me know when you are done. Yeah, Dylan, there are some things that you can't type it from the keyboard, I guess, right? So do it, just see whether you got it correctly when we are doing the things, right? All right, people, can we try? Anyone who is still doing? All right, so I'm going to complete the things. Let me do the first one. So this NOT gate is going to produce you A bar, or you can say A dash as well. And here you are going to receive B. So since this is an AND gate, this is going to give you A bar dot B. Right? And since this is a NOT gate, this will give you C bar. So this OR gate will receive A bar dot B from here and C bar from here. So we can take F as A bar dot B plus C bar, right? Or you can say C bar plus A bar dot B. Any way that you can present that. Right? Okay, who got that correct?
I got, sir.
Right, great, great. Okay, now here, this is a NAND gate. Yes, Suzu. So since this is a NAND gate, it's going to give you an output like X dot Y total bar, right? Because NAND gate, what NAND gate is doing, is like multiplying and complementing, right? Or inverting. So x dot y total bar, and this OR gate is going to receive x dot y total bar. It's better you put brackets over here, as well as z from here, right? So since z is receiving from here, this output is going to be z plus x dot y total bar, right? Or you can write it on the other way around as well, x dot y total bar plus z. And now it is going through a NOT gate. Now NOT gate does what? It implements the things. It invert the things, right? So f can be illustrated like this, people. Z plus x dot y total bar is there. That is what is being receiving from here as an input. So output is going to give you a big bar over it. Right? People, is that clear? Yes, are we clear with that, everyone? Right. Okay, great.
Sir, can you explain that how that get total bar?
Yeah, total bar, it's like this, Dua. Now, the NOT gate is receiving this portion, Dua. This is the portion that receiving by the NOT gate. So if you think about this portion as a capital A, then this end is going to give you capital A bar, right?
Yes, sir.
So likewise, so that is why that big portion is going to have a big bar at the top of it, right? So this is what is being received. And so you are having a big bar above it, like A is having an A bar. Got it, Dua? Yes, Dua? Is it clear? Okay. Yeah, sorry for that, people. My connection got disconnected suddenly. Dua, is that clear?
Clear, sir.
Right, great. Okay, so moving to the third one. So this is like you have to be very careful with this because there are like many lines goes from the same particular point, right? So since this is giving you P, okay, hold on a second, people. Yeah, people, can you hear me clearly? Got some technical issues with the pen as well. So I'm shifting the board. Yeah, people, can you hear me clearly?
Can, sir.
Okay, great. All right, now the third one, you have to be careful with that. All right, so in the third one, they have P as well as Q as the outputs, as the input, I'm sorry people, as the inputs. Okay. Yes. So now as the inputs, it takes P and a Q, right? So since P and Q is taken as an inputs from this gate, oh my God, I'm sorry. So from this gate, we are going to receive P bar. From this NOT gate, we are going to receive Q bar, right? And since this is an O gate, this is going to give you P bar plus Q bar, right? And it's better you have some brackets, right? And look at this. This line takes P, the same P, because it is connected with the P line, right? So this is going to be P, and from here it's going to give Q over here. So this is going to be Q. So this gate, which is an AND gate, is going to give you P dot Q, right? So now this O gate is receiving P dot Q from one side and other side P bar plus Q bar, and this is an O gate. So O gate can produce what? P bar plus Q bar plus P dot Q. Or you can write it on the other way around, like P dot Q plus P bar plus Q bar. Is that clear, everyone? Are we clear with this?
Clear, sir.
Right, great. Okay, so I think you got an idea how to deal with these things, right? So let's do two more to have some practice, more practice, right? So I'm going to draw you two more gates. If you got any corrections to be done, we can do it meanwhile. This is going to be your fourth. Right, so this is the fourth one. And this is the fifth. This will be a little bit challenging. Okay. Draw it carefully and try to take the output. Yes, people, are we done? Yes, anyone who is still doing? Yes, people, can we do this? Anyone who is still doing? Yeah, it is good. All right. So I'm going to do. I think it's better you help me. Right. So what's going to be the output of this? Yes, maybe. Yes, this gives you what?
A bar.
It is A bar, yes. Then this is an AND gate. So what will be the output of this? It is getting B as an input. So what's going to be the output? How it's going to be? A bar dot B's total bar. Yes, people, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. And now we will consider about this line. This line brings you A. And this line brings you C. So this is a NO gate. Right? So NO gate is going to give you as an output over here what? A plus C's total bar. Right? So that's the operation of NO. So then those outputs, A plus C's total bar, A bar dot B's total bar, take input as into this O gate, and if the output is going to produce by the O gate is what? A bar dot B's total bar plus A plus C's total bar.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, girl.
Sir, can we use the other icon for bar?
Yeah, that means something like this. A plus C dash. You can use it like that.
Okay, sir.
Right? So you can write the same equation or the same output like this as well. A dash dot B's dash outside plus A plus C dash as well. So this is also a correct one. Okay, who got this correct? Raise your hands. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, how we are going to do the fifth one? In fifth one, this is a NOT gate, so it's going to give me X bar, right? And through here, you are going to receive Y. So this is a NAND gate. So it's going to give you X bar dot Y's total bar. right? And then you are getting X from here. So this is going to give you X bar. And look at this. You are getting X bar from here. Why it is getting X bar? Because it is taken from this line. That line has X bar. So this takes you X bar over here. That means X bar comes here as well. Right? So this gate, in this line it is X bar that you are receiving. And from this line it is also again it is an X bar that you are receiving. So you are going to have what? X bar dot X bars total bar. Right? Let me write it clearly. Right? X bar dot X bars total bar, because this is a NAND gate. And what about this NO gate? It is given Y on this part. So it's Y. On this part, you are going to receive X bar dot Y's total bar. So this output is going to give you Y plus X bar dot Y's total bar. Those are the things that is receiving. And you are getting a big bar since you are going through a NO gate. So Y comes on one part and this bracket comes from the other part. So those two will be added together and getting a total bar. Now in this line, we has Y plus X bar dot Y total bar. And from this line, we have X bar dot X bar's total bar. And this, of course, an OR gate. Right? So the OR gate is going to give you an output like how? X bar dot X bar's total bar, that is one big thing, plus, if we have some room, and then you are going to have Y plus X bar dot Y total bars, and you have a big total bar at the top. So this is going to be your final answer. People, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So who got these two correct? Both of the things? Who got it correct? Oh, very good, very good. Right. Now we are going to learn a new thing. Now, since we have given the circuit, we know how to get the output. Now we are going to do the other way around. Once the expression is given, we are going to learn how to take the output, how to draw the circuit out of it. Right? So like now the circuit is given, you are asked to take the output. Now we are going to give you the output or a certain expression. You are required, you are asked to draw the circuit. When you are drawing the circuit, according to your syllabus, you are asked to draw those things using the basic gates only. So basic gate means using NOT, AND, and OR gates. Using those three gates, you can create or you can draw any particular expression into a circuit. right? So let's see how it's going to happen. Right. Okay, why it is really hard times? Oh, hold on. Okay. Right. So let's write the heading. Constructing a logic circuit for a given expression. Right. So this is the one that we are going to learn. All right. So as an example, I'm going to consider this. Here's my example. Draw a logic circuit for the expression a bar plus, yeah, let me take not a bar, okay, a plus b bar dot c, right? So this is our requirement to create a circuit for the expression which is called f a plus b bar dot c. So here I'm going to introduce some steps to be done, but when you are drawing the circuit, you don't need to write all these steps. You just go and create the circuit at once, right? But when I'm explaining, I'm going to tell you what to be done step by step. So the first step that you need to first step that you need to do is like determining number of variables in the expression. Right? So what do you mean by the number of variables in the expression? It is simply what are the different number of characters that you can see over here. Right? So we got one. We got three variables. In the expression. That is A, B, and C. And people, it doesn't matter in which form that these variables are in, we have to identify the pure variable. Pure variable means the variables in its natural state, not the inverted states, right? So this is like you can see the B is here as a B bar, but we recognize it as a B. Right? So then the second thing that you need to do, draw input lines for each variable. Right? So drawing the input lines for each variable means it's a simple thing. What we are going to do is we are going to have A, B, and C, and we are going to determine the input lines like this, right? So I am having these kind of lines. So later I can take lines out of this to indicate A. If I want to indicate B, I can take a line from B, right? If I want another A, I can take a line from A again, right? So likewise, I can draw any particular line where I'm having the input line. It's easier for us to design, right? So that will be the second thing to be done. And the third thing to be done, it is the important step. Considering the order, I'm sorry, considering, let's say like this, considering brackets not and O in order, in the given order, let's say in the given order, to complete the circuit. Right? So this is important. You have to consider this order, brackets, not, and, O, inside your expression. Then you have to consider the circuit. Right? Think considering right. Better I change this and I include the in the expression verb here. Hold on, considering brackets not and O in the given order. Let me change it. In the given order, regarding the expression, to complete this circuit. Right? So this is the important part. Now we have drawn the input lines. Right? So A, B, and C is here. So we have drawn the input lines. And the expression that we are considering is what? A plus B bar dot C. I don't remember whether I have put the brackets. Yes, I do brackets, yes. So we have the brackets over here. So now I'm going to construct this. So when I'm thinking about the expression, it has what? The plus, that means the O operation, the dot, which means the AND operation, the not part, right? As well as I'm having brackets as well. So now we know what is the order that we are going to consider, right? We are going to consider brackets first. So I'm moving to the brackets, right? That means this, the brackets. So inside the brackets, you got two operators, which is the not operator and the AND operator. So not operator needs to be completed first. Then we can go for the AND operator because it is the order that we are considering, right? So then, first of all, I can create, we have to jump from a line when it is going to be crossed, right? So then I can put a NOT gate in front of it and I can create B bar, right? So I'm done with the NOT operator. Once I'm done with the NOT operator, then I have to take care of the AND operator. So you take it from the C. So you got C over here. Then you can go through it through an AND gate. So from here, I'm going to receive B bar dot C, right? And then we are done with the bracket, right? So inside the bracket, we had a NOT and an AND. So we are done. So once the bracket is done, we have to consider about the outside the bracket. So outside the bracket, we got an O operator. O operation is happening in between A and this big portion, right? So we have created the big portion already. So only thing we have to do is we have to take a line from A. Simple as that, right? So since we got these two, we need it to be run through an O operation, an O gate, I'm sorry, an O gate. So this will give you the final answer, which is A plus B bar dot C. People, are we clear about this? Yes, everyone? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So let's take this down. I'll show you the things. Right. Okay. From here, you can start taking things down. Right. I will move the screen time to time. Okay, Udan, no worries. Others complete it. So I will move the screen, right?
Sir, can you scroll down? Sir, can you scroll down more?
Right. There is no more.
And that one, sir, like, yeah,
Anyone?
no. Okay.
Right. Anyone who is still writing? Okay, so if so, we'll draw some circuits for some expressions, right? Okay, here comes the questions. Draw circuits the following. Oh, this will be bigger than okay. So the question. Draw circuits for the following expressions. Right, so here comes the first one. And the second. And the third. Right. And you are going to draw these things using the basic gates, people. Right. So it's better I draw circles for the following expressions. It's better I add some more precision following expression using basic gates. Using basic gates. Okay, give it a try, people. So I'm going to draw the first circuit within another 3 minutes. It's 4:50. I'm going to draw it by 4:53. Right? Okay. Are we done with the first one, people?
Yes.
Right. Let's try the first one. I'll give you the other two as a homework, so you can try it at home. So we have a bar dot b plus c, right, as the first one. So what we are going to do, we have recognized there are three input lines. This is A, B, and C. So first of all, we are going to consider about this bracket. So inside that bracket, there are two operators, which is the not operator and the and operator. So from that, we are going to create not first. So I'm going to create a bar. So there you go. This will give you a bar. And then I'm taking a line from B. Now send it through an AND gate. So it's going to give you a bar dot B. So the bracket is done. First we went with the not, then we went with the dot. Right. So we are done with the bracket. Now we come out of the bracket. So we have a plus operator. So what we are going to do is we are going to take a C and we are getting C over here. So we can run these strings through an OR gate, which will give you the final output, which is A bar dot B plus C. You really don't need the double line people. So output shows like this. Okay, who got this correct? Right, great, great. All right, people. So I'm going to keep other two as a homework, right? And I'm going to cover those things by next week. Plus, I'm going to show you how to create truth tables for this kind of expression when the expression is big. Right, so next week I'm going to do those things. So I'll see you all next week for the very same time. And thank you very much, everyone. Yes, Virendra. Any question? Others, you can leave the session. So thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you all next
Thank
week
you,
for
sir.
the very same time.
Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Have
Goodbye.
a nice day.
Everyone, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Right, okay, Buddha, thank you.